Last week, this superstar took the Undertaker's urn away from Eddie Guerrero. This week, he's requested a one-on-one match to put Latino heat in his place once and for all. But now that he's got the urn, will he use it here tonight?
Hey, if it came down to it, I would. With Survivor Series coming up this Sunday, you want to do whatever it takes to make an impact tonight. Eddie Guerrero's been a force to be reckoned with around here lately. But I gotta say, he don't look as tough since the Undertaker's urn got taken away from him.
And that goes without saying, Taz. Without the urn, Eddie Guerrero is powerless to order the Undertaker to do anything. Certainly aren't going easy on each other tonight. He anticipated that move perfectly. Rey Mysterio never fails to impress me, Taz. It seems like every time I see him in the ring, he finds another way to defy the laws of physics.
You know, Cole, people say that Rey Mysterio is just too small or not, big enough to compete and be successful in this business, and that's crazy. Just look at this guy's history and look at the present with Rey Mysterio.
That's something that Rey has heard all his life, Taz. If he believed it for a second, he never would have made it to the WWE. I think Mysterio can be competitive at any level against any opponent. Mysterio is so exciting to watch.
Whoa, there goes the ref. Well, might as well chuck the rule book out the window now.
And that also means that there's no one to call a pinfall or submission.
Wow, great reversal. What's happened to Eddie Guerrero, Cole? I mean, this guy used to be the WWE champion, and now look at him.
What are you talking about, Taz? Eddie continues to compete at a level most superstars can only dream of. The fact he saw that one coming. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar's like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
Man, this Rey Mysterio has got tons of flash, no doubt about it. An amazing athlete, Cole. A lot of people think he's real exciting to watch, and I agree with them. What is he thinking? If he's hurt, he's got to protect that part of his body.
I think he's been trying to, Taz, but
I'm not sure if everyone's going to be happy about it. Good night, Irene. I think it's safe to say that this bad boy's over. And I also think it's safe to say it's curtains for Latino Heat. Hey, that's the Undertaker. But I thought you said that the guy who had the urn controlled him, right?
That's what I thought. But it looks as if that's not the case.
Oh my God!
I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's as if the Undertaker has completely ignored the power of his urn.
That's gotta be the understatement of the year, Cole. Take is totally out of control.
But how can this be? What's going on here?
That's it. Easy there, hombre muerto. Hey, Holmes. The next time, leave stealing to the experts, okay? You might have left the arena with an urn last week, but it wasn't the real one, Holmes. You got a cheap knockoff, while Latino Heat kept the genuine article.
He had a fake urn.
Eddie set him up. Not for nothing, he couldn't control the Undertaker.
Now, I don't know if you can hear me right now, Holmes. You look to me like you're in a lot of pain, ese. But don't worry, your pain's coming to an end. Soon enough, ese vato. See, this Sunday at Survivor Series, like it or not, you're going to go one-on-one with my big dead amigo here. In a buried alive match!
Oh my God.
Can you feel the
A
heat?
buried alive match against The Undertaker this Sunday at Survivor Series.
Just the thought of it sends chills up my spine.
I hate to say it, but there's a man who may well be literally walking to his own grave here tonight.
A buried alive match ain't nothing to fool around with, especially when it's against the dead man himself. The Undertaker lives for that kind of, well, never mind. I guess he don't really, you know. Wow, great reversal.
I don't think there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary dead man, The Undertaker.
Yeah, but you can only stay on top of the mountain for so long, and the dead man's been there for a very, very long time.
That might be true, Taz, but I don't see anyone on the horizon who could dethrone the Phenom. Great reversal!
You look at any other sport in the world, and you won't find a single athlete that can compare with a WWE superstar.
Nice reversal!
You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules and show some sportsmanship in the ring.
You gotta understand, Cole, I know it ain't exactly kosher, but you're putting your body on the line in there. You gotta do whatever it takes to protect yourself and pick up the win.
Taz, you're talking about two... What a reversal!
This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match, when you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you.
You made his opponent look like a punk with that counter. No doubt from what we're seeing here, these WWE fans are getting their money's worth.
If they don't yet, I'm sure they will by the end of the match, Taz.
You feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that. You You know, there's no... Nice quick counter. You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. You couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Whoa, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am.
I think they're slowing their pace down a little bit, Cole, and that's a good way to refocus your energy, but you also give your opponent time to recover. That's not good.
It certainly isn't. But if you try to rush things, you could wind up making a critical mistake that could cost you the match. Will we see a finishing move right here? Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here week in and week out, and every night they leave it in the ring.
And they do it all for the WWE fans, Taz. Without them, none of us would even be here.
Oh, God! That's a solid steel chair, Cole. That don't tickle. He's in trouble, Cole. I am telling you. His opponents really softened him up.
And now one good submission move could end this match. He's laying waste to his opponent with that steel chair. And there's the reversal.
The thing you got to remember about The Undertaker is that 50% of his style, his offense, is about getting inside the head. That's not where you want to be when you're fighting this guy.
And that's why 619. Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing, Cole. Man, that's why foreign objects are a superstar's best friend.
Well, I guess that depends on which end of the object you're on. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Man, there's not an ounce of quit in these superstars.
There certainly isn't. They're in this one to the bitter end. Into the casket you go.
Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise.
What an impact! That's going to do some damage.
You're not kidding, Cole. That's gotta hurt like hell. He dodged that bullet. These superstars are beating the living hell out of each other, and these fans are eating it up.
It's what they came to see, Taz, and these superstars are making sure they don't go home disappointed.
That was a textbook reversal.
Rey Mysterio never fails to impress me, Taz. It seems like every time I see him in the ring, he finds another way to defy the laws of physics.
You know, Cole, there's the reversal, Cole. This has been a great match so far.
That superstar is dangerous. dangerously close to being buried alive.
That was a heck of a match, Cole.
We have just witnessed the impossible. The Undertaker defeated in a buried alive match. Eddie Guerrero's master plan has backfired.
Wow. Check out the look on Latino Heat's mug. He's hot. He's hotter than a Mexican lunch plate. He can yell at that coffin until he's blue in his face, but that's not gonna...
Oh my God! It can't be!
What the... Eddie had the urn. How is this possible? How can the Undertaker turn on him? Looks like it's ashes to ashes for Latino Heat.
Wait a minute! He's got an urn! Then that must mean that the one Eddie had...
It was a fake, Cole. Guerrero had the fake. He must have pulled the old switcheroo on Eddie. Man, that don't happen too often.
He's giving the Undertaker back his urn!
He's a better man than me, Cole.
He did the honorable thing, Taz. But is this the last we've seen of The Undertaker?